you guys know that I'm not a fan of Terry Crews, and before the so-called reported incident of him being grabbed and him going to testify in front of the was it Congress or the Senate? I can't remember which body it was. I said that he's putting on a show. He's acting coonish. You know, every time he go out, he would take off his shirt, he flex his pecs and stuff. And you don't have to do all that to be seen. But I guess black folk who get into the entertainment industry, who are seeking the industry, always is on. They always want to be seen. Never could just go do their job and just go sit down somewhere and be quiet. See, now people gonna say I'm being unfair, I'm being highly critical, but it's one thing if you see one or two doing it, but you see a large number of people continue to do this type of shuck and jive day in and day out. It gets tiresome. But my thing is that these brothers and sisters that do this want to always speak on the entire black community, and I've always said that's dangerous. We are diverse. We live in a diverse society, and but black people are more diverse than people give us credit for. You know, a lot of people talking about, well, I grew up this way, but just because you grew up that way don't mean the guy next door to you grew up that way, or the gal next door to you grew up that way. I knew that it was gangs in certain parts of the community that I grew up in, and I knew there were kids who lived in those communities who were not gang bangers, and some were, or I knew other gang bangers, I should say. When I was a kid, I had one, and it took me to get to high school. My freshman high school, for somebody was in a gang, and I guess this dude wasn't. I don't know if he was a hardcore gang man at that time, because I don't think anybody would just walk up to you, "Hey man, you want to join this gang? Want to sell this weed?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, my father killed me." He's like, "Okay, man." And we went back and kept. I ain't seen that dude. Never saw that dude again. I don't even know if that dude was an actual student. He could have been somebody that's plopped in one day and gone the next. He might be dead or alive. He might be a businessman, so he might be married with kids. I don't know. But when I was in grammar school, I had nobody walk to me, "You're going to be in the game. We're going to jump you in." No, those are stereotypes. I did the thing like most American teens did. Went to high school, got a part-time job, saved them your money, did your thing. You know what I mean? I didn't see anybody get shot in front until I got into the damn military. You know, I mean, I saw dead bodies. Usually, if somebody was in a car accident or got hit and run, or somebody died of natural causes, you know, an older person at a bus stop slumped over. Those type of deaths are totally different than being in combat or law enforcement or in the gang. The closest thing that I came to my family dealing with was trauma was my grandmother's cars kept getting stolen. Her home got broken in when I was a kid. The closest thing that my family, my father came to when he was a kid, when this white man tried to come in on him and his little sisters when his parents went into town back before they came to Chicago. They lived in Mississippi. Or my uncle had to leave Mississippi because he told some white dudes off, knew that he wasn't going to survive, so he had to get out of there. See, those are the things that most black folks have to deal with. Everybody don't deal with the gang problem. And a lot of times these problems of gang banging or women making poor choices in the men they with, or guys have to deal with your girlfriends cheating, those are self-imposed things, self-inflicted wounds a lot of times. Usually you learn from your mistake. But the thing is, Terry Crews and Don Lemon and so many other blacks out here have been pandering to a group of people outside the community or even within the community. Terry Crews let a white dude grab his genitals from his wife, and he lost points with his wife. Let's just keep it real. His wife looked at him in a totally different light. He had the same face. He said his wife grabbed him, stopped him. I don't look. Let me break this down to you. If I was by myself, if I was with a female, mom, dad, and somebody walked up to me and did some that violent way, they would have got their ass beat. Just call it what it is. None of that, I'm shocked how you do this. This guy did this on purpose because he didn't respect Terry. Because Terry put himself in a situation where he's always on. People don't take you. My father told me when I was little, he said, your conduct. He said, if you constantly act like the clown, people are not going to respect you. At some point, you're going to understand what I mean. And when the day I realized, I said I would never go around joking around like that again, cracking jokes and playing the dozens. I learned that before I got 13. You have a dude that's in his 50s and you allow people to do this to you, and he participates in this stuff. But see, when he calls it out, oh, I can't go too far. Let me reel it back in. Let me throw shit at the black community while I'm doing it, so I can have a safety net. So I can sit there and say, well, growing up in the hood. First of all, we all know what hood means as black people. It's short for neighborhood. But because black folks have said it so many ways, so many times in inappropriate ways, or people who project this stereotype of the black community, it's taking on a negative connotation. So what I'm going to do is play some audio, and I want you to listen closely to what Terry says and how he says it, and how he's pandering to women in these certain groups. And then I want you to listen to Sunny Hoiston, because she does it again where she brings up something that has no connection to what Terry went through. Because if Terry was honest, he had an honest concern about, first of all, the guy that grabbed him was gay. Only a gay man would mess around with another man's junk. So that should have been the focus. But notice they never go there about talking about the gay community. And this is going to play into what the other part of my commentary is going to be. But I need you guys to listen closely to what Terry is going to do and how he's going to do it. And I want you to listen to what Sonny does, because Sonny thinks she's slick. Let me do this again. I apologize. Here you go. I knew I was, and they found out I wasn't going to quit. They know what's so crazy. I told them, they came to me like, made it as if I was trying to benefit off the Me Too movement. Yes. Again, that's as toxic as it comes. You know what I mean? It was like, blame the victim. It's you did this, you wanted it somehow. And I'm like, your agent, the head of the motion picture department, comes over to me. I'm with my wife. He molests me. He cried a bit. You don't understand. People act like, I just came out with this thing. I was like, wait, I went to them. I went right to them the next day. The next day. And I was like, hey, man, what are y'all going to do about this? And I'm like, okay, well, what do you want us to do? I said, you're telling me he's going back to work? And they were like, yeah. I said, wait a minute, you don't understand. You can't do that and go back to work. They were like, well, we're doing it, Terry. I said, wait, do you understand that you were treating me less than a human being? And they were like, well, basically, you are. No. When I met with the head of the agency, I sat there and I said, do you understand what you're doing? Do you understand? I am a client. I've given you millions of dollars, and you are telling me that you want to slap this dude on the wrist, and he gets to go free? And he was like, Terry, do what you got to do. What does that mean? Go to the police? Listen, that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. And you know what? Another thing, when he said do what you got to do, and this is the thing with me. All my life, I had to deal with terrorists. All of my life, growing up in the hood, you deal with gang members on the corner. You deal with drug dealers. Who is this guy dead to come here? No, wait, listen, I know it's crazy. You deal with drug dealers. You deal with gang members. In football, I deal with crazy coaches. I deal with all kind of stuff. People try to treat me less than human. Okay? And then you come in Hollywood, you do this stuff, and a lot of times you just want to keep working. I had a coach that called me Tyrone. I said, my name's Terry Coach. He said, I like Tyrone. Your name's Tyrone. So you know what I said? Damn it, my name's Tyrone. And I said, man, today I'm not going down that hill. But you know what? When he looked at me and he told me. Yeah, you hear what Terry said. It seems like Terry got a problem with his masculinity, people picking on him. That's why he went the football route and lift all the weights. Because a lot of people say people compensate for being picked on. I got to go become a police officer. People are picking on me. I got to go to the military. People are picking on me. I got to go box or do these things because they got to compensate in some way, a lot of them. Not all, but some of them. And sound like Terry said was a picked on. And the thing is, the police didn't do nothing to the guy that grabbed him out of jail, because you never heard anybody say about him being arrested or sent to jail. What did they say? Statute of limitations. But nobody never said, this is a gay white guy that did this. Why haven't that been brought up? Think about that for a second. Hey man, do what you gotta do, sir. I said, today I died on this hill. I went right to my wife, went home. I told her Hollywood is over. Hollywood's over. And she was like, are you ready? Because she was there. She knew. She said, babe, you ready to do this? I said, we're ready. Let's do it. And we took on the biggest agency in the world. And they just knew I was going to be wiped out. They just knew I was going to be done. But I told them I will spend $1 million to win
assaults, and you talk about this toxic masculinity. Can you explain to us the power of testifying on this in front of Congress and what you mean?
First of all, I'm telling you that I'm guilty. I was a toxic man for most of my life. This is something, you gotta understand something about masculinity. It's a cult. It's a cult. And when you're talking about a cult, this is why women are like, why don't you understand me? And the guy is like, I don't understand you. I don't know what you are, because you're like Jim Jones or David Koresh. You're totally sold into the cult. And the problem is that we battle people, but you don't battle people, you battle mindsets. Mindsets are evil. And what happens is people can change their mind and all of a sudden change and really do their thing. Men need to concede. Men need to admit we messed this whole thing up. One of the biggest problems in the country right now is the South has never conceded. You can't have healing until you have concession. And the problem is when the men decide we are sorry, we really messed this up, let's correct this. Now healing can take place. As long as you're defensive and all thing. And let me say, I was that guy. I said the day my wife walked out on me, that's the day I conceded. It was the day I was like, I got this wrong. I got this wrong. I thought just because I was a man that I was more valuable than my wife and other women in my life. And I was taught that. It was one of those things that they were like, hey man, you're the man. You're the man. And you would look at this movie, you're living like your own action movie, because most men are masters of delusion. I'm telling you, we are. We live our own action movie. My wife kept coming in and turning the light on. And I was like, hey, that's my movie. That's my movie.
Let me ask you this, and we've been talking about this for a couple of days. I don't know if you've seen the R. Kelly docuseries, but what are your thoughts about what's going on with that?
First of all, this is something that it's been going on in our community, the African American community, for too long. Our churches, our entertainment, our culture has had a whole series of ignoring the molester. Everybody, Chris Rock used to make jokes about it. Hey, you don't want to go to your uncle's house.
It's not just the black community. It's the Catholic Church.
First of all, I can only speak for my community.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I'm just telling you what I know. And I was like, all of y'all, and I was looking at these cats, I'm like, come on, man, you know
You're
it's wrong.
saying that people were ignoring it because there were black girls involved.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Oh, listen, the last needs to be first. You got to understand how the society works. And the whole thing is, it's like, no one was going to listen to a black woman to basically say that I've been raped, I've been molested, and they're like, well, whatever, And it's wild because it was our people that was ignoring that. And let me tell you, I had enough. When I say toxic, I remember looking the other way. You understand what I mean? Because you go,
Now, so much I gotta try to unpack. Terry got issues with his masculinity, and goes back to what I said. If you look at Terry, all his characters have always been about his muscles, about him, just people questioning his sexuality. I mean, if you go back and look at some of his movies where he played like he may be gay or he may be willing to be gay, he's always got his shirt off. I mean, I mean, when he was on The View, he come out, they show him flexing his pecs. Even before that, they showed a clip of him playing baseball where he had his shirt off. And it was, excuse me, I guess it was some celebrity baseball game or all-star game. And the white guy said, "Look at Terry. He's physical shape for a man." I mean, Terry put himself out there. So when that white guy from that, I guess that agency, William Morris, if I'm not mistaken, whatever the Hollywood agency, I think it's William Morris, if I'm not mistaken, he walked up and grabbed him. He figured that's what Terry was in. And Terry probably gave off a vibe that, okay, I'm willing to do anything. And Terry done it, but then to sit there and then pander saying, well, toxic masculinity, I wrote this book. Well, I was taught that when you talk about yourself. There are a lot of us brothers out here who ain't never, ever thought that way. We grew up in a home where we respect our mothers. I mean, let me tell you something. Were my parents' marriage perfect? God, no. There's no such thing as a perfect anything. But I've never recalled my father coming in and beating my mom. He never said that she got to cook, clean, and go to work. My mother went to work because she wanted to work and she wanted to contribute to the household. Because the cost of living changed, and they knew that if they wanted us to have better things, and they wanted to have things, it had to be a two-parent household that work together. That means mom went to work, daddy went to work. And then when they decided to go into business, they made sacrifices. And when the business went under, they stayed together. They made sacrifices. See, Terry, you got daddy issues and maybe mommy issues. Then you talk. Then you sit there and you about men. We gotta concede. First of all, stop throwing all men in this category. Black men more so. Because people, they ain't hearing white guys. They hearing black guys. And he said, in the black community, we don't want to talk about this. Yes, we do. We often, those brothers like myself, we often get told that we too rough. Shut up. We warn y'all about the dude down the street that got a wandering hand. We told y'all about that pastor that seemed to be too touchy-feely. We told you about that sister that want to get in and whisper and tell you about your husband and get up under you and turn you out. We warn people about that. Most black folks say, "Who house you going to?" We don't know the mom and daddy. Where you going? We tell you. We do that. Now maybe in Terry upbringing that didn't happen. I know in my upbringing, my mom and dad didn't let us go anywhere we want to. And if we did go ride our bike, go out and play, our parents said, "Don't go to nobody's house. Don't take no food from nobody. You don't know that person what they put in their food." That was stuff that we was told. That was stuff that was told. Like I said, maybe Terry's upbringing was not an ideal upbringing, but don't project what you went through on an entire group of people. And don't sit here pandering to a group of women. That's what Amber Peoples and them start saying. Black men got to understand you're part of this culture. I never raped a woman, never harassed a woman, never beat on a woman. Now, I don't have kids scattered around the country because I'm not a baby daddy, because my father and mother taught me to have more respect for myself. If I can't be in my child's life, I'm not going to have a child with a woman. Now, if I did have kids and me and the mother wasn't together, guess what? I would fight for custody. Or I'll make sure we got joint custody where you know what? If I got to go a whole week without my child, the next week we give, instead of splitting up in days. I've said this, I can't be birthday daddy. I can't be Thanksgiving daddy. I can't be Christmas daddy or 4th of July daddy or graduation daddy. I gotta be everyday daddy. Because I don't want my children growing up thinking that I didn't give a damn about them or letting the system put in their head that your daddy don't mean or ain't crap. I remember going to school hearing some teachers say that to kids, and some of these kids bought into that. And the thing is, you getting on TV and makes comedy pander, then you talking in front of a large majority of white women. Well, he said in the hood, he had to fight every day. I don't know what neighborhood he grew up in, but a lot of blacks grew up in a predominant black neighborhood. Had to worry about that crap. That's another stereotype we got to quit promoting. I remember when I was a kid, you had people on the south side that looked down on the west side. And the only reason why, because who came at what time. Okay? There were parts of the west side that was rough when white folk lived in it. But that blacks wouldn't go so far at that time. And there were parts of the west side that when blacks were moving in, they was taking resource out of. Then if you go interview the news crew to go find the most inarticulate, uneducated brother or sister they can find. And so people are scrapping and say that's the entire of the west side. And then people on the south side like, oh, we got all these educated people. And we know that's not to be true. Now the south side got a negative reputation. When they talk about Chicago, the south side. And people on the south side get ticked off like, that's not our entire group of black people. Now crime is spread across the city and the suburbs. And it's done because you had smart aleck people who claim to be our friends, or brothers and sisters thought they was being smart by half, say, you know what, we're not going to just put our kids this way. We're not going to hold people responsible for their actions. And look what happened for the last 20, almost 30 years. We're paying for it now. So now you got a group of young men and women growing up who have this toxic mindset about their identities. There's a reason why so many black gay men around here now. Because they've been told the black man ain't crap. There's a reason why black women are taking on masculine roles. Because they're not allowed to be feminine. You don't need no man. You're the mom and dad. No, you're the mom. You're not mom and dad. And you got people like Terry Crews out here pandering, reinforcing stereotypes. And he got issues. Remember, Terry blasted his father. He got issues with his dad. And I would assume with his mom. And then you got Sonny Hoiston. We talking about R. Kelly. What R. Kelly got to do about Terry Crews being grabbed by a white man? R. Kelly had nothing to do with that. And then he sit there saying, in the black community, we don't talk about it. Yes, we do. But every time we do, we get shut down. When black men say, yo, man, we got to talk about this gay stuff. We got to talk about these men not being responsible, these women not being responsible. You're passing judgment. Remember when Bill Cosby gave the pound cake speech? What did people say? You're putting down poor people. So what do we do? Do we not say anything? What Terry doing is he's pandering. He's doing what Michael Eric Dyson and D.L. Hughley and them. They pander to a group of people they know are screwed because they're going to make money off of them. Steve Harvey did that. Remember, Steve Harvey didn't become famous until he started saying, let me pander to women, and then when Oprah saw it, let me put him on my show. Steve Harvey! And all of a sudden, Steve Harvey get a talk show. Y'all have heard me talk about pandering. It's dangerous. Remember, it was a gay white dude, Jewish at that grabbed Terry by the junk. California changed their laws to go after Bill Cosby, but yours was recent and said time it was the statute of limitations on you. The guy didn't go to jail. They just fired him. He got a service package. And I guarantee he had some other agency or subsidiary of that agency he worked for. Derek Terry said, I paid millions of dollars, they don't care. But you're going to sit here and throw it right back on the black community. It wasn't a brother went and grabbed you by the jump. No, you pandering. And you got Sonny Hoist about R. Kelly. And he went on MSNBC and threw R. Kelly said, yeah, we got rid of Bill Cosby. Now we got to get rid of R. Kelly. Wait a minute, but you ain't mentioned nobody. And then when Joy Behar said, well, it's not just to the black community. Well, I'm only talking about the black community. That's all I know. Wait a minute, molestation is no different in the white community or other community. If you got a child molester or a rapist, they the same, probably do the same thing. There's no difference. So you kind of make it like, well, the black community, we molest different than the other community. Remember the Catholic Church, he said something about the church. What, in the Catholic Church a church? What he said about disrespecting women, don't white men disrespect women? Don't they exploit women? See, Terry, when you see, this is what you have when you have idiots. When you let idiots get in front of people and talk. Well, I'm going to speak for my community. No, then stop trying to. You can't speak for the community. You can say I can only speak for myself and what I observe or what my experience is. That's how you're supposed to say it. But you say in the black community, let it go on too long. Stop that. How many brothers? I can speak from personal experience. I've seen male and female do dumb stuff. Even as a kid, I'm like, I wouldn't do that, man. You're going to get hurt. Nah, man, you'll get in trouble. Nah, man, my parents ain't going down. What they going to be, All my motherfuckers just give me the look. And y'all of a certain age, you remember the look? Mom and dad ain't got to say nothing. Your ass tightened up and you went somewhere and you got busy doing something else. You still could be looking and being nosy, but you know how to play it off like you don't know nothing. I remember when I was in high school, when I was working in fast food, this fine-ass chick had a nice body. She had a nice rump. Dudes just bumping into her, disrespecting her. Me, I didn't do none of that stuff. She came at me, but then she figured, oh, if he's lame, I can manipulate him. I tease like I'm gonna give him something, you know what? And I realized what she's doing because my mom hooked me up on game. And I'm like, the dudes that disrespect you, give them more room to treat you. You won't confront them or call them out. But a guy that don't touch you or disrespect you, you want to try to run game on. See, that's how it works in society. The ones who ain't doing the dirt, we catch hell for it. Terry was always on. He's like the muscle-bound version of Will Smith, always on. Well, he should have been talking about how white men think they can do it, because white men started this stuff, and a lot of the stuff that black folks do is a learned behavior. In our culture, it was frowned upon to walk in the house disrespecting the women. Back in the day, you got caught doing disrespect or beating women. Dudes in the neighborhood will beat your butt. But today, you don't see that much of that today because y'all was on that film. Y'all strong and independent. No, Terry, I'm not going to allow you to sit there and throw us in the group like that. You know damn well if there was a brother that walked up to you and grabbed you to knock his ass out. No, you have issues with your masculinity. Whatever you grew up or whatever you saw, you're projecting. You can't do that. Then you go on MSNBC to throw shade at Cosby and R. Kelly in the black community again, black men in particular. I've been yelling for the last 9 years that Hollywood Negroes are dangerous. They'll do anything for a buck. They'll pander to whoever they would listen to them. And then when they get thrown away, they want to run back to the community. And we know we need to play a tape recorder like, you said this. You did that. Look at Torre. For 20 years, he talked about brothers. He was, yeah, Pac did this. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Usher, blah, 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 Chris Brown, Prince, whoever. Whoever he had to throw under the bus, he did. And old girl said, no, I'm going to call you on your BS. And y'all notice Joy Reid didn't mention none of that shit yesterday or today. Wonder why. But I digress. But then you had Don Lemon do the same thing. He goes on a View. And he want to throw the entire black community under the bus. Look, man, let me break this down to y'all. I have men and women who are gay to come on my channel. And there have been some who've been very disrespectful, but by large some have been very respectful. And they say, Harvey, I disagree with you on this point. And I can understand that because they're gay. Their existence is somewhat different. But one thing they can agree on, we're still black. You can hide your sexuality if you want to. Not saying you have to, but I don't care what you do in the bedroom with somebody else. Like I tell females, you should never tell a dude what you did in the previous relationship. Because if you ain't gonna do it with that dude or that dude ain't into that, you gonna have problems. I don't give a damn who Don Lemon sleep with, but then again, you kinda have to. Because Don Lemon's using 20 talking points they've been used for the last 20 years. We always get thrown under the bus. Black people are not killing gay people. Black people did not throw their children. I mean, their black family probably said, you can't live in the house with us. But they were still in the community. They didn't go to the white or other community. They couldn't. They stayed in our community. Let's just think about it. What's that dude Sylvester? Y'all all saw the song. Y'all heard his music back in the day. Everybody knew he was flaming. Luther Vandross, whether he said it or not, we knew he was gay, but brothers still listen to his music. They like Luther to sing. And there's some other brothers out here that's suspect, but we bought their music. At a club or a family reunion or just a party, their music plays. The problem is that the black gays, some of them, want to be accepted by white gays, and they figure in order to be accepted, they got to throw their own under the bus to prove their loyalty. Remember, Don Lemon messes a white man. Don Lemon hanging around a number of white folk. He telling himself, when he get New Year's party, when he get drunk, he tells on himself. That Brooke Baldwin. Brooke Baldwin, working at CNN. The one that took Rick Sanchez's place, she was a redhead, and now she's a blonde, and she finally got married. She's putting on the pounds now. Him and her, they hang out. That's why she would talk to black women a certain way. Don Lemon is dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Because he's in the news. Don Lemon has thrown shade at the black community for years. And then he's gonna say, well, the black community homophobic. Nobody attacked Don because of gay. People stop criticizing Don because he does what some gay people does. Throw us under the bus. Before that, nobody gave a damn about Don. He was gay. It was until he started cooning and buffooning that people started going in on him. And the thing is, black folks still ain't going on Don Lemon the way he should be going in on. Black folks should boycott him and Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, and them. These cats get on TV and they throw us under the bus for dollars. But Don Lemon make it like the black community is anti-gay. We have gay people in our family. We have friends. We go to work. We go to school. We worship. Neighbors are gay. Just because we don't believe in it, that doesn't mean we trying to stop y'all living your lives. Not one time have I ever advocated in my commentaries that we need to do some harm to gay people. I said, look, I don't agree with it, but that's their business. As long as you ain't doing nothing to me, no children or no pets, we cool. But we turn on the news, what happened? They get caught with their hand in the cookie jar and they try to deflect. I'm gonna play this audio. And I want y'all to listen. And then Sunday hosting again. Bring up R. Kelly, not her and what's the old girl be on CNN, the Puerto Rican, the Cuban chick, Anna Navarro. They bring up R. Kelly and Joy Behar gonna say, why did you bring R. Kelly up in this? What this guy to do? And just prove my point. They trying to link all this stuff. I keep telling y'all, the gay community, the feminist communities, other so-called marginalized community want to put all this back on black folk. And it's going to take heterosexual, straight black men and women who catch this stuff to push back on it. But let me play this real quick for you.
To speak up for the young black people, especially young black men, kids in the LGBT community. We in the African American community, we have to stop low-key co-signing homophobia. It is not cool.
And you know, as he said, black men in particular. Well, okay, people say, well, Harvey, he's a man. He probably caught hell when he was a kid. I doubt it. Because Dunn represent that time in place, he hid it. He hid it. I guarantee he didn't come out until he moved to New York. He hid it. You know in the world he was out in Louisiana. You know where unless he was out there flaming. Okay? And usually the brothers who flame, we like, okay, that's who they are. We leave them alone. There's when no brothers cross a line and start trying to mess with straight guys and brothers that put them on their ass. But he said, low key, it's wrong. It's not the norm. I'm sorry, I don't care. You can be attracted to somebody of the same sex. It's not the norm. And trying to make black folk accept or give you a pass, no, I'm sorry, no. But I don't mean to stop it. I just had to point that out. Sorry about that. Like I might have to replay that again. Sorry about that.
To speak up for the young black people, especially young black men, kids in the LGBT community. In the African American community, we have to stop low-key co-signing homophobia. It is not cool. And we won't tolerate jokes that tell those youth otherwise.
Okay, that was CNN anchor Don Lemon. LGBT queer people in the wake of the recent Kevin Hart controversy, and here to hopefully enlighten us even further is our old friend Don Lemon. Hi, Don. Oh, Don. This story was getting traction before you dealt with it, but you seem to be particularly passionate about it. Why is that?
Well, because there's, how many out people with a platform, black men, gay men who are out? How many, see, no one speaks for that community, then who's going to? I don't speak for that community, who's going to?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm not the only one, but, I'm aware of my profile, and think about it. How many out, famous, if you want to say that, gay black men do you know?
Not about men, but it's a cult.
So, right. All right, so
Also take it upon
right.
myself. Yeah.
So I thought that I have to speak for my group, my people, or nobody else was going to speak up for my people. This wasn't an attack on Kevin Hart. I'm not attacking Kevin Hart at all. But nobody's perfect, and I needed him and society to see sort of the error of our ways when it comes to homophobia in our society.
Yeah. And I remember you and I talked about segment afterwards, we had a conversation. And look, it's a sensitive issue. One of the things you told me was, you were getting people telling you, don't come for the black man.
Right.
Don't, and I think that in minority communities, because it takes so much work for people to break through, there is this protection around our people, and we're seeing it, I think, with R. Kelly, and I think what you were doing, which is an issue that you also brought up, I think what you were doing is really important because you are going in places where it is too sensitive for others to go.
Listen,
But why do you bring R. Kelly into this conversation? Because that same said, because that night he also talked about that, which is something that I think,
Now I had to stop that right there. You heard Dre Behar say, why bring R. Kelly in? Ellen Navarro said he talked about that too. But what they had to do with the conversation about being gay? See what they do. See Ellen Navarro. See, she's slick. She's a Republican. She's a Cuban. For a long time, she allowed herself to the Republican Party. It wasn't until recently she started coming out talking about the Republican Party as it is now, because they turned their racism on them. So she trying to pretend like she's an ally to black women and gay people all of a sudden. But she want to make it like, well, the black man, when she said, you heard about, don't come for the black man. No, she didn't say the black man, she said the black man. And she said, well, R. Kelly, and then, about gays and stuff. They try to link this shit all on black men. I keep telling y'all, we the ones are going to be the ones that, as straight brothers, going to be the one to call this BS out at some point. But let me see if I can fast forward. Let me see if I can fast forward to that. Let's see. I apologize, folks. Let me see. Maybe I can't.
new developments tonight in the controversy.
I'm sorry. Oh crap! I just had it. Let me do it again.
People, especially young black men, kids, in the LGBT community, really in the African American community, and we have to stop low-key co-signing homophobia. It is not cool. How many, honestly,
I'm fast forwarding it.
Yeah, that's I'm not the only one, but let's say that gay black, that my group, my people, or nobody else is going to speak up for my people. This wasn't an attack on Kevin Hart, not an attack on Kevin Hart at all, but nobody's perfect, and I needed him and society to see sort of the error of our ways when it comes to homophobia in our society.
Yeah, and I remember you and I talked about when I saw your segment afterwards. We had a conversation. And look, it's a sensitive issue. One of the things you told me was, you were getting people telling you, don't come for the black man.
Right.
Don't, and I think that in minority communities, because it takes so much work for people to break through, there's this protection around our people, and we're seeing it, I think, with R. Kelly, and I think what you were doing, which is an issue that you also brought up, I think what you were doing is really important because you are going in places where it is too sensitive for others to go. But why do you bring R. Kelly into this conversation? Because that night he also talked about that, which is something that I think affects the black community. It is black girls who are being cited in public.
The same point, I saw a show with Terry Crews on. He said, listen, it's not that it doesn't happen throughout the larger culture, but I can speak for people in the black community because it is my experience. And so it's the same thing for homophobia in the black community. It's not that there's homophobia in the larger community, because when you look at the policies, right, it's the larger community who are creating policy that are detrimental to people of color, to the LGBT community in general. The policies of a president who doesn't believe in gay rights are much more detrimental than Kevin Hart overall.
Of course.
But you feel it more if you're a black person, if you're a black man, and you see someone like Kevin Hart glossing over or making jokes, calling people the F word.
Now you heard she been brought by Terry Crews. What does this got to do with Terry Crews, R. Kelly, and then I told y'all they try to make the black man the villain of the story.
It's coming from what feels like family.
But threatening violence is really the part that bothered me. how you came out and did.
Well, you're a double minority, right? You feel that there's already one strike.
I gotta stop it right there. That's that double minority shit. See, there's some more to it, but I'm not gonna even play the rest of it. You heard Sonny Horston talking about because we are marginalized, we should be friends with other marginalized. Sonny supposed to be educated, but Sonny was raised in the Catholic faith, so she has a twisted sense of the world already. Let me break something down to y'all. If y'all got common sense. There's always been gay people on this planet. That's why a lot of us don't think about it on a daily basis. The only time we think about it when we brought into a conversation or they were used as a catalyst or used to justify people work thought processes or whatnot. But you didn't think there was gay people standing around watching our brothers and sisters and children be sold into bondage? You don't think there were gay people that watched our people work the plantations? Or our mothers and grandmothers and sisters was raped? You don't think there was gay people watching our brothers and sisters hang from trees, being mutilated? You don't think that there was gay people running the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, who also had some black in them, terrorizing black people, giving orders to assassinate black people of the Black Panther movement? Remember? COINTELPRO. A lot of people don't want to talk about they don't want to talk about that part that J. Edgar Hoover got with certain mayors of big cities, their attorneys and whatnot, and police departments say, "Well, this is what you guys do." Da 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 da. See, Dunn want to talk about the black community. There's a reason why black people got issue with the gay community. Where was the gay people community marching with our people back in the day? They was nowhere to be found. But yet they want to glam onto our cause and say, our issues are just like black people. Did anybody go around and say, are you gay? We got to make sure you don't, if you're gay, we're going to put you into slavery. Tell me where gay people been put in slavery. Tell me where the signs up saying we don't serve gay people. I guarantee you, a lot of them Southerners, a lot of the northern folk were gay. Let me say this again. Y'all want to compare in black women, certain section of black women. Y'all the reasons why a lot of these black boys run around here confused, these black girls, because y'all want to say, we're connected. No, we're not. And it does, I'm a double minority. You want to put, okay, really? You going to pull that crap? They're gay white people right now. They can go get a business loan. You can't. It ain't because you gay, it's because you're black. Don Lemon is compromised. He is dating a gay man. His friends who are gay are mostly white. And Sonny Hoiston and Anna Navarro, back and back, R. Kelly. What the fuck? This is the reason why I'm getting to the point where if somebody in the gay community say, "Oh my gosh, we're going," I don't like that's on y'all. That was a time where even though we was raised to not accept that lifestyle, and that doesn't mean we hated on people, we made gay jokes or beat up people. Because when I was a kid, there was quite a few gay people in our community. If we was like that, when we was raised like that, we would have been doing the same thing, but we didn't do that. We didn't lay hands on somebody because he was gay. We had girls in our community. At first, you thought they was tomboys. Maybe a certain age, nah, she butch. But that didn't stop us from being around them. I had employees and co-workers that were gay. I didn't hate on them. Remember, I had told y'all, I've talked to people who are actually gay, and you'd be surprised that they say, some people now who are calling themselves gay ain't really gay. And they say there's some people in the gay community pandering or trying to cause division. I trust them more than I trust them. Remember, Don Lemon, he gets them every day. He reads a teleprompter, he put makeup on, and he goes, ha 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 ha. We've seen brother get drunk before. We know his personality. He sits back in the black community. The homophobia. Stop that. Stop singling us out. Remember, when all the gay people was running from their various communities, who they run to? The black community. But see, shame on us being so damn accepting of everybody. Now they turn around and stab us in the back. I said now, and I say it again. Terry Crews, Don Lemon, and the rest of these other handkerchief head Negroes, they selling us out. But I refuse to let them say black men are the face of domestic abuse or the black community facing homophobia. We are a diverse group of people. But sisters, y'all gotta stop blinding yourself with these groups. Cause the gay community, the feminist white community, they doing a number on us. For some reason, nobody never want to talk about the gay community. Always getting caught with little kids, little boys, little girls. Y'all just ignoring the Catholic Church, but somehow y'all want to throw it back on the black community? Done. Why don't you call out the gay community? Why don't you call out those gay men and women constantly get caught molesting kids? Or those white men, those white women that go to 40 foreign countries and fuck with our little boys and girls. You won't go there. That's the reason why they do not come into our community and talk to straight black men and straight black women who ain't playing that crap. Your Terry Crewses and your Don Lemons of the world and your Torreys and your John Legends and your Michael Eric Dysons, your Hannibal Burris's and your Wendy Williams and your Jada Pinkett Smiths. They are dangerous to our people. Your D.L. Hughes, your Kenan Thompsons, your Michael Che, your Kerry Washingtons, your Tom Joyners, your Jennifer Lewises, your Kevin Frazier, your Nichelle Turners. They are all dangerous to our people. Stop pandering to these groups. Then you got Ana Navarro, who's Cuban, who denied her African ancestry, who for a long time associated her politics with white folk. Now you get the nigger moment. Now you want to come out and talk about, but every now and then, she live in the black community. Stop. You don't live in a black community. You jokers think how y'all skin lighter that y'all accept about white folk. I am sick and tired of people talking to my people like we dumb. But see, the problem is when you got Negroes in the community who are self-destructive, that means we gotta fight them, fight the other groups, and we spread too thin. See, what black folks are waiting for is a Malcolm X and King. They ain't gonna never let that happen again. And they chum at the bit when Farrakhan leaves this planet existence. Once Reverend Jackson leave and Farrakhan and Sharpton, who else? Everybody's bought. The black church is bought off. Black celebrities been bought off. So who's gonna go out there and speak to the masses of our people? Those of us who have the ability to get on social media. And you know, they're damn sure the ones on social media. YouTube and they find all kinds of ways to try to get us off YouTube. Instagram, Facebook. Here it is. We got black millionaires. Some will go to bat for the people, and they get attacked by other people. Look how Shaquille O'Neal and them cats went after Colin Kaepernick. Michael Jordan had nothing to do with the black community. Oprah Winfrey, who started out as a reporter, she didn't say, let me go build on or something let me make a news network. We got too many damn networks to tell jokes. How many times do you watch Good Times on TV One and Sanford Son? And I don't have balance, but when I see commercials, nothing but freaking comedies. We became a group of court gestures. And now they don't even need us anymore because we just sold our soul. You have producers go out there and work with white. Now they emulate our culture real good. Asians really get good at it. With everybody's whipping boy. But when you got people like Don Lemon who has a platform and keep throwing it, this is why black people got problems with gay black people, especially gay black men. And I'm going to say this again to those men and women who are gay, who have come to me in respect, and I respect their opinion. I'm not talking about y'all. I actually had to do a disclaimer. I'm not talking about, because everybody gay don't get down like this. But I'm sick and tired of your Don Lemon and your Terry Crews types always pandering and throwing the community under the bus to get, so white folks say, oh, I like Terry Crews. He called the black community out. Remember when Terry Crews made a joke about Chris Rock? He mentioned Chris Rock. See? What did I tell you in my video? Chris Rock is the one that been out there making all these jokes about the black community, and Terry Crews brought Chris Rock back up. Even Chris Rock joked about it. They joked about it. I've never joked about molestation. There are men and women that I know have been molested, and it has affected the way they see the world. I thank God every day that I was never in those type of situations, because I had a mother and father that watched us, that they put their foot down, and they told us how this world really works. This is why people say, damn, Harvey, how do you know these things? Because I was taught to step back and observe, analyze, think for yourself. Don't have a group mindset. And I tell everybody, you ain't got to believe me. Think for yourself. I can be blowing smoke up your rear. Don Lemon and them are dangerous to our community. Stop talking about the black community as we a whole. This is why I say right now, Touré, Don, Terry, Mike, all these people for the last 2 years since Obama, well, actually, when Obama was in office, and especially since these Malcolms who've been throwing us under the bus, need to be put on blast every time we get a chance. I've been warning people for the last 9 years. Everybody thought I was being bitter or I was jealous. I said, y'all need to listen to what these people are saying. These people are dangerous. They have an influence on our children. Even those who don't have children recognize that, hey, they influence these kids. I got nieces and nephews. I got cousins. I don't want them growing up living in a world when we leave this plane of existence. They gotta deal with this crap. What kind of world we leave in them when we got your Don Lemons and the poison, the masses of our people? Terry Crews, yeah, in the black community talking. Stop saying that. In your family, your part of the community ain't talking about that. But other blacks, we do talk about this stuff. The problem is, y'all became the face and the voice of our community. And we need to push back against that. But I can't wait to Don Lemon get his just deserved. I can't wait till he get it and then he gonna start complaining about racism. He's gonna say, nah, Don, you remember there's no racism. Remember, you attacked the black community. Ever since he got promoted from that Saturday slot, he been going in on Black America. For the last 6 years, he been cutting our throats. Bring up R. Kelly in the school. It had nothing to do with what they had. R. Kelly, Anna Navarro, and the black community. Nobody cares about black women. Don Lemon and Terry said that, what? Wow, man. Y'all treating black women like they special need victims, like what's that? Special need I don't want to say victims. I didn't mean to say that. Special needs, people with special needs. And people with special needs even got more common sense not to constantly get dogged out. Nobody cares about black women. Don't take that. I wouldn't say that. Because y'all forget Daniel Hoyce called it was black men like myself yelling about where these women groups at? Where all those white women at? Don Lemon didn't even go out there and cover what was going on with Hoyce Clark. Remember? But yet you're going to pander and say we don't care about black women. Terry Crews, where were you at when that was going on? You was a celebrity. Did you go out there and say, hey, man, what's going on? Did you go down there and give any financial support to those lawyers and sisters? No. You two-faced mother truckers, y'all. Oh, I can't stand these bastards. Pandering. That's all they do is pander. And lie and deceit and throw out time. That's what Bill Cosby's called. These are people Cosby's talking about. Remember, Don helped destroy Bill Cosby. Don Lemon was part of that group that been criticizing. Remember he talked about Kanye like a dog and telling people we shouldn't talk about nobody, kick them on it down. But what did you just do? You limp wrist HIV carrying mother. Ooh,